have pre-existing conditions have as much accessibility to healthcare, to health insurance, and healthcare by extension, as individuals who are healthy and young and are able to work and to raise income to pay for any kind of healthcare.
And you would agree, though, any plan needs to be sustainable. If we have a plan, it doesn't mean it fails like the one is currently.
I don't agree with you that this current plan is failing, but I would say that sustainability to me means that as many people as possible, including people with pre-existing conditions, have affordable access to health care, and that is a hallmark of sustainability to me. And so
I agree. You brought up affordability. Now, if you try to buy insurance in Knoxville today, where do you have on the market to go to get it?
Well, I think I want to get back to what I was saying about
that's important because you can't find any right now.
But
when we say the law is failing, it's failing. All the insurance companies are pulling out. It's not affordable. All the promises that you saw the president make have been proven untrue. You don't get to keep your doctor. You don't get to keep your plan. Health premiums haven't gone down. They've gone up. And the list goes on and on. So, I'm interested when we have people that are protesting the idea of giving something better than what we currently have. I think that we all need to communicate like you guys are out here doing with me today. Because what we have is not working. And so I would think you would all want something that works better, right?
Well, I want to kind of follow you down this path. Are you suggesting that the only way to have a better plan is to limit access for people with pre-existing conditions?
No, I'm not saying that at all. In fact, I said that we are going to include people with pre-existing
to the same level.
Well, I don't know what level you're talking about. I think that people who have pre-existing conditions are going to have access to different care.
Without any kind of limitations on the care that they have. I guess what we're really concerned about is that about going backwards, where people with pre-existing conditions had access to healthcare before, but it was very much limited and very expensive. And I think we don't want that. And so that's what I'm trying to understand.
Right, and a lot of people that I'm hearing from, I'm hearing your point of view, and I don't disagree with your concerns, but I also hear from people all over that can't afford health insurance now. There's people that have health insurance that have had to drop their care because they're either not being subsidized or the premiums are so high they can't afford them, or the deductibles are so high that they can't use the health care. So having health insurance and having health care are two different things. You have to be able to afford it, and that's a big problem for more people than what I'm hearing out here today.
Can you talk about how I'm not sure you have a plan yet, but can you talk about how we can have a plan that provides at least the same benefits that people have now, with the same or lower deductibles, co-pays, and premiums?
Well, we have to have a system where the patients get to make decisions about what type of health care you want, what kind of health plans. Right now, the government tells you what you will have, whether you want it or not, and you have to pay for that, and that makes it expensive. We don't have competitiveness within the market. As we're seeing here in Tennessee, these companies are pulling out because the current plan is not working. When I say it's failing, it really is.
The insurance companies that I hear from are pulling out because, number one, there's an adverse risk selection. And I don't want to get too much in the weeds with you.
Well, adverse risk is what you guys are talking about, is the pre-existing condition.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And so how do we have a risk pool that includes everybody? In other words, how do we have a plan that insurance companies feel like they can participate in and be, maybe not paying their CEOs millions, but at least, making some profit, number one. And number two, and I think I've asked you this question before and I never did hear an answer, how do we get, my husband, as you probably know, is a retired physician.
Right, he went to school in Phil Rowe.
He did, yes, absolutely. Phil Rowe is a good friend of ours. How do we get insurance companies out from the middle of the doctor-patient relationship? And I'm sure you experience this, insurance companies trying to make decisions for patients rather than you and the patient making the decision.
Right.
How do we do that?
That's a great question, but there's antitrust laws that health insurance companies are exempt from, and there's legislation now to keep that from happening. So they have to be responsible for those same antitrust actions. And you brought up a lot of good points there, but Yeah, I think the insurance companies obviously are making money, and they're supposed to. It's a business. But right now, they seem to play by rules that are different than, maybe what they should be. So we need plans and ideas from you guys too. I mean, what as far as people who cannot afford the health plans now, what is the biggest problem there? Why do you see that they can't afford it?
I don't see people who can't afford it.
Well,
because
I
most
have
of the
all
people
kinds of
that I
people
know
calling saying they can't afford their health care. Right now, how many people did the Affordable Care Act help?
Are they qualifying for subsidies under the Affordable Care Act?
Well, I mean, the Affordable Care Act has about a 10 million expansion in Medicaid, right? And then there's 7,000 or 8,000 that have gotten subsidized.
Not in Tennessee.
Yeah, you're right. But the thing is, we're still not covering. We have about as many people that are not covered now, or maybe more than there were before. So, I mean, how do we fix that? How do we get people who are not able to get insurance right now that are working and can't afford to pay for it? What do we do there?
Well, go ahead.
I mean, those people, it's important that they have insurance too, right?
It's important that everybody have insurance. Yes, I would agree with you.
It's been 7 years, and now you have a Republican-controlled House and Senate and a Republican Senate President.
Yep.
How long before we're delivering something concrete about your replacement? I want to see Bryce
Next week.
House. Okay, I want to see numbers.
All right, good. As you should.
And then will you come speak with all of us once those details have been released so we can ask questions?
Yeah, no, I think there's been several people who called the office, and we tried to answer questions one by one. And sometimes people wanted to have questions answered. Sometimes they, wanted to have a town hall. And so I'm glad that you provided me a town hall. One came to me today, and I appreciate that because we do have a schedule that is very intense right now with the legislative calendar. We've got 6 straight weeks after this, so the district time has been minimal. So I appreciate you guys accommodating me today.
We appreciate you taking the time to talk with us.
And your questions are right. Now, do you have cancer? Or somebody, okay, I went through cancer 2 years ago, and I understand the concerns. The one thing I was going to say, Rand Paul from Kentucky is talking about expanding the associations where people with pre-existing conditions can get in. Right now, things are fairly limited as far as what you do. If you don't work at Walmart or work for a company where insurance is provided, you're an individual, it's very hard to find insurance on the market. So you can't just go join the local credit union co-op and get insurance with them, but there's plans where we can expand those associations and get more opportunities where you can buy insurance. There's some Christian groups that have had health plans that apparently are working pretty well. You know of those?
I can talk to them, actually. And, they limit a lot for certain limits issues.
And I don't, you probably know better than I do, and I haven't looked into them. But bottom line is, it would be great if everybody had access to affordable health care. Yes. Right now, I would argue that what we have does not grant that to all Americans, so we have to do better. And so what we're trying to do, and you'll see the plan and you can study it, and I'm sure you'll have more questions for me. And we're trying to get this right, because as a physician, I didn't treat Democrats or Republicans. I just treated patients. It was never even a thought of mine. Most of the time growing up, I never dreamed I would be in politics. I don't know if you thought you were going to run for office. But I'm sure we did it for the same reason. We want to make things better. And as a doctor, I want to see people taken care of. And we got to figure out a way to do that. But what's going on right now, I think it's sustainability costs of the higher. There's a lot of people left uncovered. Certainly when you have cancer, as I did, you need to be taken care of. You need to find a way to get that care that you need, and whether that's through doctors or hospitals finding ways to take care of you, or whether it's through other avenues, it's very important that we're able to do that to the best of our ability.
How would this be? How about if we all had the same plan that you have?
Well, are you talking about a socialized plan where everybody should have the same plan?
Is that what you have?
No, I don't have a socialized plan. I pay a pretty high premium and a high deductible for my plan.
Do you mind telling us what your plan is?
My plan?
Your personal plan.
I don't think you need to know. Well, we go through the healthcare exchange through Obamacare. I buy it off the market.
And I'm sure you don't qualify for a subsidy, so you have a high premium.
It's a high premium, it's a high deductible.
So what would you do for a plan if
actually, DesJarlais from California has talked about letting the entire population go through the federal system. Part of the problem with the markets that you're talking about is you don't have the number of people. A lot of the people on the healthcare law have not. They opt to pay the penalty rather than buy insurance because they can't afford the premium, so they just go with that. And when you have people that are not engaged in the market, it drives the cost up. Insurance is at risk too. So everybody gets involved, and then it should bring the cost down there, and that's not working out right now. So there has been members that have taken a look at offering the same plan that the federal employees go through, and that would bring people into the system, and it would probably adjust costs. But anything that will work, that people can get coverage and they can afford coverage, that's great. But I'm looking at it. Again, DesJarlais was submitted it to me last week, and so we're going to put out a plan next week, and this is going to be debated like anything we do in Congress. It's got to go through the House, it's got to go through the Senate. We're going to try to craft something that does better than what we have today. And you guys seem to disagree with me, but I don't see it being sustainable. I don't think what we have is going to work. The costs have been higher than we thought. The coverage hasn't been good. Insurance companies are pulling out. Prescription costs are still a problem. So healthcare is hard. It's different. It really is. And if we want to get it as right as we can get it, whether it will be, I don't remember what word you had, but guarantee.
Oh, yeah,
guarantee. Can we guarantee a perfect plan with the government involved? Probably not. I mean, private entities, I think, do a better job than the federal government. There's a lot of bureaucracy. It's costly. It's not always as efficient. But at the end of the day, what we want is people to be treated and taken care of and be able to afford that.
Now, I'm on Medicare, and it's working pretty well for me.
I didn't think you were that old.
Thank you. But no, I am on Medicare. My husband and I both are. My husband right now is being treated for cancer. Medicare has been great for me. I think of Medicare for all plans.
But now you know the numbers that Medicare is not considered sustainable in the long run because of cost, and it'll collapse. Social Security is in the same boat.
So what are you going to do about it?
So that's what we're all working on doing. Why I listen to people like you who want to have ideas that everyone can agree to. It's never going to be perfect for anyone. I mean, if everyone got free health care, we never had to worry about having it perfect. But that's not reality. We can't afford that as a nation, or probably anywhere in the world that gives health care. There's some plans with socialized medicine. You talk to those participants, and they say, socialized medicine is great as long as you don't get sick.
Oh, in other countries?
Yeah. And so, those plans aren't perfect either. They may sound good, but if you're not getting the treatment you need, then that doesn't work either.
Well, it sounds like there's similar goals in that getting everyone covered.
Yeah, as a physician first, I want to see people taken care of, but we have to have a plan that's sustainable, and it's got to work for as many people as possible. And right now, there's people that have been helped by the Affordable Health Care law, but I talk to an awful lot that are against it. And you and I know from running your campaigns, I've been elected 4 times on the platform of repealing this law. And so, there's a disagreement among people, and there's always going to be. But that should mean that we don't get together and we share ideas and find what's best and what route we can take to make things better.
I believe you hear a lot less disagreement if you could present us with a plan that we can go over.
Yeah. The Better Way GOP has a lot of the plan, but the plan that I was reading on the way home with more details is going to be presented next week. So, you look at that and then tell us what you don't like about that, and we want to try to get
It's hard to disagree when there's so many unknowns.
Right, yeah. No, I agree. There are unknowns, but there are unknowns now, and that's, I guess, what kind of surprises me a little bit is that people are working so hard to save an unknown that doesn't seem to be working. But when it comes to your health and your family's health, the fear of the unknown is reasonable. You want to know that you're taken care of. So you don't want to jump onto some other bandwagon and let go of the one you're on until you know it's going to be better. I think it's going to be better. Well, we've had a lot of time to research. We've had a lot of good ideas, and we just couldn't implement them. And I think the only way to implement them is to get rid of a law that, in my opinion, was built on very shaky foundation. It was passed in a hurry. It wasn't well thought out. There was a lot of glitches in it. And I think sometimes if you have a shaky foundation, it's best to knock that down and rebuild it.
Well, I hope we've given you ample
You
time.
have, I've given you ample time. But no, it's not that we haven't had good ideas, but you can't just take a piece and insert it into a law that's already there. And so now, we're going to have those opportunities to try to improve upon, there's good things in the healthcare law, and there's things that aren't good. And so we have a chance to try to build a better mousetrap, and hopefully be one that most people are satisfied with.
Thank you.
So between the proposal and the actual vote, is there a way we can have this conversation again? So, we drove 2 hours to get here today, and
a lot of places. So, I appreciate that, and I think that there'll be an opportunity. We should discuss it again when that comes out. We do need. You're right. People have said we need to listen to all constituents, and I agree. We need to listen to all of them. But then everybody needs to agree in a democratic society. You know, we have to be flexible and we have to compromise. So hopefully